right, guys, we're taking a look at receiving yards props for some guys with a new quarterback for the 2021 season. So first up is Cooper Kupp. We got Matt Stafford taking over for Jared Goff in LA. So with his new QB, do you think Kupp goes over or under 1,005.5 yards? Now, Geoff, in 2019 and 2020, Jared Goff was around the QB 20-ish in deep ball attempts. Last year, Matthew Stafford was the QB 12 in that category. So I feel like we can only go up from here.
Yeah, this one is tricky for sure. I mean, I like Cooper Kupp. You make good points, Jesse. Great research, by the way. Matthew Stafford, a much better deep ball thrower than Jared Goff over his career. The problem is Matthew Stafford, likes to throw deep, and Cooper Kupp, not necessarily like what you call a deep route runner. He's used traditionally over the slot. You look at his yards per reception average, even just last year, there was around 10.6. So this player is more of a slot receiver. He did go way over this total in 2019, went under it last year, but he only played in like 12 complete games. So I'm still going to take the under here. I just feel like Matthew Stafford going to be someone who's targeting a little bit more downfield. They've got Deshaun Jackson on the roster now. Robert Woods has been traditionally more of that guy in the post route for them. I really do feel like Cooper Kupp probably going to be a good PPR guy. I'm just not sure I really want to bet the over on his receiving props this year.
Reid, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Geoff here. Cooper Kupp's always been that hybrid of a player, right? Especially in Sean McVay's offense. And I think the Deshaun Jackson point that Geoff brought up is exactly right. I mean, he's coming back with Sean McVay way back when these guys were together. And there's a reason why he's going to be there. And again, Stafford, when you look on paper between Stafford and Goff, of course, Stafford is a better player. But at the same time, like Geoff mentioned, Robert Woods is still there. Cam Akers is going to be a factor in this offense as well. And this defense is strong, right? That's what we also forget too, that this defense is not necessarily going to allow a guy like Cooper Kupp. And we've seen big games from Kupp, right? Those double-digit targets, double-digit receptions, big games from him, touchdown guy in the red zone earlier in his career. But I just think, like, if you take a look at this entire offense, and it's they're kind of like Tampa Bay Light in a way, right? Like, they have a lot of these younger players. They have a lot of receivers that can get the ball down the field, especially with some of these additions. I just think that with the defense, with a guy like Robert Woods being probably still that guy, and Kupp coming off some injuries, I do think I agree with Geoff here. I'm going to say under.